Let's do this. Had a nice 2 days off. That was basically my Christmas break. I am going to be working straight on through Christmas, so that, you know what that means? That means more. You know what it means? You know what it means? It means more morning commutes. I might be doing some going home commutes if I am called over to work doubles. It definitely looks likely, but I'm not going to make any promises. We were talking about something. Well, I was talking about something on Wednesday, and I forgot. Which is, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Christmas Eve. I don't know if I mentioned, but a few days ago, actually more than a few days ago, almost a week ago, now I stopped creating potteries. It has been very, very difficult. I am not gonna lie, because as soon as I announced that it was the end of the Potteroo for now and forever, well, right immediately 3 people came in who I wish I made their Potteroos, and said something, and I wish I made their Potteroos, and I almost went back on my word about not making them anymore and made them, and somehow I held strong because I really did enjoy making them. If they were my creation, it might be all I make all year long. I don't know. I just adore making them so much. They're so much fun to make, but they are not my creation. I have no real attachment to the creation of them. And I am just put some heat on it here. Just kind of riding that wave. There are people, artists, some much better than me, who create them for free. I mean, who create them for $50, and I create them for free. It has come to my attention from those artists, a couple of them, that I am literally taking money from them. I don't think I am. I don't care. It's not their creation either. Whatever. But it really did make me realize that this isn't really mine to decide whether I will continue to create them or not. I was thinking that without having the Pirates to do next year, that it would left a vacuum, but it hasn't. I have so many projects that I want to do and so many things that I want to accomplish. And the only thing the Pirates project would have done for me is delayed other things. I have been kind of taking a break, not really, but I've been kind of taking a break, and I'm focusing on other things. The things that I learned from creating the spinning potaroos was, oh my god, what a tremendous boost I got from doing it. I basically asked how do I create a how do I create these moving GIFs, and it led me to certain pages and ways to create GIFs, and I have gone through several of them actually. I think one of them had a limit of how many GIFs I could make, and the sad thing about it is my practice GIFs that I made to try to get this right, I used up probably like 50 or 60 of the attempts, and then I think I only had like 50 more, and there were certain potaroos that after I saw them spin, I didn't like the way they spun, so I redrew aspects of it so that they would spin a little bit smoother. You can see the upgrade in me learning how to do animation again. Yeah, you can definitely see the upgrade in me learning how to do animation again. And the great thing about making these GIFs is that I am thinking about renewing my stop motion photography projects, and it's going to be interesting. How those fly. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to do it. For those of you who don't know, I have probably about 500, 600 action figures. Going to be making some fan things with, the GIFs, being able to create GIFs is a step in that right direction. I had a movie maker because I used to have Adobe Premiere, where I was putting in and doing stop motion photography there, but I kind of gave it up. And making memes, making real GIF memes, might be a step in the right direction. I I said, there is so many different things there's so many directions that I want to go. As soon as the studio is still not finished, gotta finish the studio. But there's a lot of different directions that I want to go into where my art is concerned. That, like I said, Pirates was a great idea. I got kind of swept up into Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones and a few of the other games that I was watching people play. I watched a lot of people having, kind of Buccaneer types. I also saw, I also was like renewing and thinking about doing a freebooters from 40K campaign. That's gonna be really interesting how that unfolds, because I might have to up my game on painting. My painted figures that I have right now for 40K are pretty shitty. I'm a pretty crappy painter, especially when I see what other people have done. My ability to paint is, it's pretty much in the toilet. I haven't painted in forever. So the ones that you see are like the ones that I painted after the, I don't think I have any from I might have some that are over 10 years old. But I kind of never really took it seriously. So, I might do a then and now. I am not. I should say. I was supposed to say I'm not a YouTuber. I did not start off streaming as a VTuber. I am not a VTuber here, is what I meant to say. Even though if you go back to the early iterations of this, I was using OBS when I downloaded these videos to kind of have a created a bunch of OBS videos with a stagnant, or a stationary cue. Most of it was so that I could tell people where I was with subscribers. I was under the impression that I was going to start off small, even though this was a year in. Well into a year. Well into the second year, I should say, of me streaming that I started this. But I have questions and thoughts. About that. It is way too cold to turn the heat off. I'm going to let the car run for a bit. try to gather my thoughts even. Yeah, so I was thinking that there was going to be a vacuum that needed to be filled, and there is no vacuum. There is going to be definitely different projects that I'm going to be doing. And maybe painting miniatures might be one. Maybe naming miniatures after other VTubers might be another. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to take it. I have a whole host of things that I really want to do. One of the things that I was actually thinking about creating for people is the ability to be a cube, to be a spark. Like giving them ears and a t-shirt that says something funky. And seeing where that goes. I might do it. I might still do it. They did Q as their model. I might be doing the reverse and do their model as me. And the only reason I would do something like that is so that I would stream it. So people could see how they kind of fit in my drawing universe. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit nervous about the future. And when we do the predictions video, I'm going to address that. There are so many people now that I'm involved with, and I feel like I'm becoming even more detached. And detached is kind of the wrong word. I think I'm getting closer to certain people, and we're having a really good relationship, but the communities, with the exception of this community that we created, but the other communities that I belong to, I feel less and less a part of. And in the end, and that's the end, we are going to, it's going to affect everything. This feeling of me being left behind is going to really start showing itself. And when I think that I'm left behind, I'm thinking that maybe it's the opposite, and that people are staying in wherever they're at, and I'm growing. I want them to catch up. And that's the waiting part that I'm going through. But I'm also at the same time worried I'm missing out on a whole different spectrum of things. Nothing's going to be perfect. And there's a part of me that doesn't want it to be perfect. I want it to be kind of messy. I want it to be kind of like all over the place. I need that little bit of uncertainty of what the future is going to hold. It makes me work harder. I think of me doing the slime project, and I will be the first to admit, I thought I set too high of a goal for the slime project. I thought I overstepped my bounds. I mean, so much so that I did an entire freaking sheet of HoloLive. There's an entire section of pretty much just HoloLive. All the HoloLive people are included in that as slimes. And not a single HoloLive person has ever thanked me. With the exception, and out of the people who are large streamers, with the exception of the people that, the streamers who I know personally, with the exception of them, there has only been one corporate or independent, big streamer, big streamer, that has even noticed that I made them a slime. Only one. And they used to be with V-Shoujo, and now they're not. And I am at the point where if I was going to ever redo something, anybody who's not a mutual gets taken out of the slimes. And I fill it back up with people who are mutuals. Because it's not fair. It's not fair that I included them. And when I think about HoloLive, like, there's only a handful of them that I even watch and are even a part of their stuff, and I now don't even watch them anymore. It's cold enough that I'm wearing my post office winter coat. That's how cold it is. Or at least that's how cold I think it's going to be tonight. I do the potteroos and the cues and the slimes to make others happy. And I have to admit, where the slimes are concerned, I panicked. The only reason I did HoloLive is because I panicked. And if freaking panic attack. I did not trust myself enough I did not trust myself even anywhere close to make that I was going to make 1,000 songs. I did 100 and panicked. There's a reason why at the end of the 100 it's all B shoujo. There's a reason why the second sheet is all halala, is because I panicked. It's well over, I have well over 100 people that I know are not mutuals. And then out of the 900 that are left, so really I only did 900 songs. Out of the 900 that are left, or less than 900 that are left, probably about 10% of them. So another 100 or 90. Well, let's just call it another 100. Are not mutuals. And if they were mutuals, they're not mutuals anymore. They're not mutuals as of me doing this. And the reason why I say that they're not mutuals is because I only have 560 followers on Twitch. 530, sorry. I only have 530 followers on Twitch, and I have 138 subscribers here on YouTube. 138 subscribers here on YouTube are it in my mind. It is definitely a showing on that course. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. As always, if you put cool beans in the comments below, that would just make my day. Alright? I gotta go. I'm now running late. You guys take care of yourselves. We got a nice almost 30 minutes out of this, so we'll be good. We'll be good. Okay. I will see you either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Alright, take care.